And we are back. Another episode of Chris Hates Everything. I am your host, Chris. And what the heck are we hating on today? I think this might be the first show where we have some real hate. Like some actual hate. Not just shit I just dislike, but just some shit I actually hate. Right? Cole has been calling like hip hop out for a number of years, saying he's ready for war. He's ready for anybody. I'm killing everybody, right? Random ass nigga from Compton popped up on a verse and dissed him a little bit, but the verse was really aimed at Drake, right? Now, if you believe the rumors, Kendrick is responding to something from First Person Shooter, a song with Drake featuring Cole, right? Great song. Only heard it once though. But to my knowledge, before this Kendrick verse came out, Cole and Kendrick was cool. So, you know. Also, if you also believe the rumors that they wanted Kendrick to be on First Person Shooter, and Kendrick turned him down for whatever reason, if you believe the rumors. So there's a little shit going back and forth and stuff like that. So if you believe the rumors, First Person Shooter has some disses in it aimed towards Kendrick, right? Kendrick responds with like that. But it's weird to be asked to be on a song and then you decline and then you hear disses about you. That's very interesting. If you believe the rumors. I don't believe none of this shit, to be perfectly honest with you. Give my quick opinion on this while I give you this long ass recap. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. This is a whack, quote unquote, beef. I don't even know why they call it a beef, because it's not really a beef. Everybody likes each other. Everybody is cool. Everybody is nice, right? This isn't like Beanie Siegel versus Jadakiss, right? Where you knew that something was going to happen if these niggas saw each other. You know, entourages might get physical like that. There's no element of that with this Cole Kendrick shit. So, I'm not a big fan of it. And the verses are not really that good to me. Again, when you listen to a level of lyricism that's really high on a consistent basis, what mainstream rappers give you is not really all that complex, if that makes sense, right? But I'm with Kendrick, like, you know, hometown kid or hometown hero. I won't call him a kid. Hometown hero. We fucking with him. Whatever. If Kendrick said they did that shit, they did that shit. Right now, I got this nigga 2-0, right? I never seen the apology. I just heard about it yesterday. So let's take a look.
I've been happy. I've been moving on my own accord, off my own desires, my own wants. Now, why am I saying all of that? All of that shit led me up into this point. 10 years later, after this song, I'm here. Here I am. Mm-hmm. I've been just chasing my shit. You know what I mean? Like following my dream and just trying to like head to the fall off in the way that I wanted to do it.
So he has a plan for this album coming out. So that tells me that this EP is not necessarily was necessarily a response to whatever Kendrick was saying or whatever like that. I believe this was already coming out, like he said. This is supposed to be just a warm up to the fall off. I think that's true, and that song is probably the last one that was added, and he probably just did it like a day or two before it came out. Like when you listen to the song, he doesn't really have a lot of, like, he's not really into it. Like you can tell he don't really fucking like it. I'm not trying to shoot this nigga any bell, but I just listened to that song just now before I started this, and he doesn't sound like he's up for this, which is fine because it wasn't really a battle between him and Kendrick anyway, from what I see. So he didn't even have to respond. He could have just went off and just did whatever the hell he wanted to do. He didn't even have to respond to Kendrick at all. That's another reason why I think this whole shit is whack.
And so I put out this project on Friday called Might Delete Later. I don't know how many people done checked it out or whatever, but I put this project out. And I swear to God, I'm so proud of that project because I know, one, it's just a lead up. It's just an EP that leads me up to this thing that I've been working on for a long time. And I know the work it took to get to a certain type of skill level, and I love this shit. So that shit mean a lot to me, right? So I'm so proud of that project.
Why is he getting this shit off? Before he gets his, when he gets to his main point, I hope he gets to it quick because this video is long as fuck. J. Cole reminds me of Eminem from how they look at rap. They're not similar in any way from a style point, or they don't write the same. They're two completely different rappers. But them motherfuckers love rapping for the sake of rapping, right? It's not, even though Eminem had some battles and stuff like that, most of the people he's rapped against like that really came at him since he's been Eminem. Eminem's been better than lyrically all the way around. So it's not really, he's not necessarily battle tested. He just be having fun with niggas being better than everybody. Okay. Same thing with Cole. Cole, no one really calls out Cole because, one, he's a great rapper, and two, he's just a genuine good dude. Like, from what I hear and read about him, he's just a genuine good dude, right? But when you are calling out everybody, and you've been doing it on a bunch of songs for a couple of years now, like, and somebody shoot one shot at you. You on the stage doing this shit.
Y'all heard some shit that happened 3 weeks ago, however long it was. Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the motherfucking game, right? So all of this time of me moving on my own accord, for the first time I was tested. Why am I tested? Because I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? My niggas like, boy, I must have had 1,000 missed.
This is all over just a couple of bars that was thrown his way, right? Drake got it the worst, and like that. Like, Drake got it the worst. He got the absolute worst, right? But Drake and Kendrick been shooting at each other for quite some time. But Kendrick is really, really aggressive with this shit, and he is, to me, the better lyricist when it comes to him and Drake. That's why I would rather see Cole and Kendrick, but the more and more you watch this video, you just see that it's just not in his character to even be like that.
Calls, oh my fucking God. Text flooded, I couldn't even answer my shit. Nigga, it's wartime, boom, 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 right? Niggas want to see blood. And I was conflicted because...
See, right there,
heart,
right there,
I mean? Like,
right there, right there. He doesn't even have to say anymore now. When he says he felt conflicted because it was time to go. Right? Actually, no, I'm not gonna cut him off right there. Let me give him some more bell. Let me before I overreact, let me just hit him again. Let me shoot him again.
I know how I feel about my peers, these two niggas that I just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right? So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world want to see blood. I don't know if y'all can feel that, but the world want to see blood.
Okay.
So I say all of that to say, in my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab my nigga back, and I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace.
Okay. So all right. Shout out to Cole for being mature about this whole thing. And it takes a lot of guts to get up there and say, I ain't really got nothing for this nigga because I like this nigga too much and I think he cool, right? You don't have no, maybe if Kendrick like slapped his mama or some shit, then it might be different. We might get the Cole that we all thought was gonna come and play. But my whole thing was you just called called niggas out. Not you didn't like challenge niggas to a battle or anything like that. You were just saying how you killing shit. You killing niggas, right? So it's disappointing to an extent, but on the other side though, I understand where he's coming from. I really do, right? You don't have to like, you can shit on him for his lackadaisical effort on the joint, right? But when he explains it like that, you're just like, all right, nigga, see, that's that nice guy shit, and that's that relatability because we all been in or been coerced in or tried to be pushed into a fight we didn't really want to, have anything to do with. Right? Yeah, he called me a couple names or whatever like that, but I just don't feel any level of animosity to this. Does not get me quote unquote charged up, right? So I get it. So that's the end of that. So Cole has placed himself out of this battle shit, and now we have Kendrick and we have Drake. And that remains to be seen. Drake is indeed taking his time with all of this. He's probably getting all his information. He's probably gonna discode too. I mean, not in a I want some shit against you, but it's just like you making fun of this nigga for doing this shit. So I see that. So I'm anxious to hear what Drake has to say about all of this, since most of this shit was really aimed at him. Like Kendrick was talking directly to that nigga, and I like that. I like that. I don't like the little passive aggressive shit. Tell me who the fuck you talking about, nigga. If it's really like that, then there's no sneak dissing. If it's really like that, no pun intended, then there is no going the long way around, right? In real life, if I have a problem with you, I'm coming to you directly. I'm not saying nothing to you. I'm not saying anything publicly. I'm not speaking to anyone else about anything. I'm going directly to you. Come see niggas, right? But that's the time that we probably can't do that anymore. But it remains to be seen what Drake is going to say, but I'm anxious to hear what he's going to say. I don't think it's going to be enough against Kendrick. Again, I'm biased, and I don't care. So, yeah, that's the recap on this bullshit ass beef. Shout out to Kodo for being Mr. fucking mature, man. I guess. I don't know. We did want to see bloodshed, though. You let us down, you motherfucker, you.